All right, what's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris, out on the Gold Wing. I'm going to read this email that was sent to me. I'm not going to give the person name that sent it. I'm just going to read the email, and it was referencing Darkside. And it goes, Chris, I've been a fan of your YouTube channel for a long time now, but I'm not a fan of the dark side direction you are going. Don't get me wrong, I am not a hater. I respect everyone's right to do whatever they want if they feel it enhances their motorcycle enjoyment. Just like the helmet debate of decades ago, I choose to wear a helmet but respect those who choose not to. What I don't like to see is peer pressure influencing people's decision. I think it should be an individual's decision to dark side. I think everyone should evaluate the pros and the cons of dark siding and possibly not to be so quick to dismiss the body of evidence from the motorcycle, tire, and safety experts. People like you, Chris, and respect your YouTube people like you, Chris, and respect you as a YouTube celebrity and a Gold Wing expert. You are clearly promoting the practice of darksiding. Your Facebook group, Chris Caliente Gold Wing Darkside Group, it implies that in order to be one of the cool kids, you must agree with your YouTube idol and Darkside. I wish it were just the Chris Caliente Gold Wing Group. You have a very good thing going without the Darkside revolution nonsense. I also wish you were a bit more concerned about your legal exposure by promoting it so heavily. So now I am feeling a bit like an outsider because I believe darksiding is a bad idea, and I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut when I see all the peer pressure. I feel my input on this subject is not welcome on your videos or your Facebook page. Would you prefer I just go away? Yours truly.
Gold Wing Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who is fearless. A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause in a world of reckless automobiles. These are my motovlogs.
What's up, YouTube? Your boy Chris out on the Gold Wing, leaving Arlington. We fixing to head on up here to Jackson, and today we got Teaspoon.
Yo, 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 yo.
We got Mark.
What's up, YouTube?
And we got Doc.
Come on with it.
We're going to head 40 eastbound. Take y'all on up here to Casey Jones, see if we can get some vittles.
Yes, sir. Calling my name now.
So I read the letter that was sent to me from one of my viewers, and basically the first thing I want to say is that, no, I do not want you to go away. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion on the subject. And also, I would like to say that I get so many emails and text messages and phone calls about darksiding. I personally don't feel like that I am pressuring anyone. I get tons of emails, and I've even showed some of them to you there, Teaspoon. I get lots of messages from Instant Messenger. People contact me every day inquiring about darksiding. So a lot of times I will make videos and answer a lot of the questions that people write me about because they want to know the information. And all I do is put the information out there to them. So from where I'm sitting, it's not peer pressure. I'm just laying it out for my viewers to see it and form their own opinion. But based off the letter that I read, and y'all heard me read the letter, do y'all want to chime in on it and give me some of your thoughts and opinions about it? And we're going to just be honest. We're going to lay it all on the table, and we're going to just be 100 with it. What about you, Teaspoon?
Yeah, I guess I will voice my opinion on it.
Now, Teaspoon,
Uh-huh.
here recently, you just went to the dark side. You just switched over. You've been running. What kind of tires were you running at first?
I was running the Bridgestone.
You was running Bridgestone G704, G709.
That's it. Exactly.
Okay, those are the tires that come standard on the Gold Wing when you buy them from the dealer. And you switched over to the Bridgestone Drive Guard Run Flat, correct?
That's right.
195, 55, 16.
That's correct.
Now, based off of all of the things you heard prior to you darksiding, and now that you are darksiding, what do you think? What's your honest thoughts about it?
Good afternoon, Gold Wing World. This is your boy Teaspoon going live once again. But this time is on a very critical topic. People's been fussing and arguing about the dark side for a while. But I don't understand the problem. But you know how people have the opinion. So here we go. This is my buddy Darkside tire. If I fix this rotation on it, this is my buddy Darkside tire. Everything looks to be pretty good, sealed. The most amazing thing about this Darkside tire here, my buddy it is now recorded 28,167 miles on this Darkside tire. And you can still see the treads on it. I'm thinking that he has about a quarter of tread left on this tire from the looks of it. I don't have a gauge to gauge it out. But for the guy that called people idiots for doing the dark side, there was no need for that. If you never tried it, don't knock it. Teaspoon has never tried it, but soon as I get it on my bike on black ice, I will let you guys know how it rides, how it performs in the curbs, straightaway, rock, gravel, dirt, grass, whatever you want to call it. Teaspoon is always experimenting stuff, you know, and I like to lean the curbs. I like to hit the curbs. So I don't know if this is going to help you guys any. Not trying to persuade anyone to go to dark side, but I know from firsthand, not from experience, from my buddy's bike, and I have been watching them for several years. The only reason why Teaspoon hasn't went dark side because he has plenty of motorcycle tires, but I have went through all three of them. The first one is when I first bought the bike brand new with 0 miles on it. The other two, oh my God. I just put the last one on, which is the third one. I put it on 7 months ago. I have 10,000 miles on it, and it is completely bald. So give me a second, and I'm going to show you black ice. This is my buddy back. He's now continuing to he's now going to pull a trailer. So, I mean, he been had dark side, but here's black ice. This is what 10,000 miles look like. After 10,000 miles on a Bridgestone, I can't continue to put these tires on this bike like this the way I ride. I'm everywhere all the time. There's a little cut there. But this tire is only 7 months old, and I put 10,000, little over 10,000 miles on it. Bridgestone. So, we're gonna go dark side. You could call me an idiot. Whoever used the word idiot, which was inappropriate. But nevertheless, I don't judge anybody. Teaspoon is gonna do it. No matter who does it, I'm gonna do it. This is just to confirm that, you know, that's what you wanna do with your bike, then you do it. I pay the notes on this bike, and I tell you, Gold Wing World, if this motorcycle tire doesn't work, I pull it off. I'm gonna pull it off. But if my car tire doesn't work, guess what? Teaspoon is gonna go to a tractor tire. We're gonna figure it out one way or the other. You guys have a blessed day. Teaspoon, black ice, we're out.
But my honest opinion, Chris, I can't say I wish I'd have done it earlier because I had all the other tires that I had to wear out first. But now if I had to do it all over again, and had a choice to put a motorcycle tire on or a car tire, if the company gave me that opportunity, I would have went with the car tire.
Right.
First, I would have saved more money.
Uh-huh.
And not only that, I don't feel unsafe with it now. I guess my opinion, about like everybody else, you know, you do what you want to do, how you want to do it. Nobody pulled my arm or my leg to do it.
Now,
I just figured it was just a wise decision that I made on my part. Now, everything that works for me don't work for nobody else. You know, it might not work for everybody else, but as far as Teaspoon,
right.
you know, I think it was a pretty wise decision that I made. I think it was.
Now, let me ask you this question. Do you feel like that I'm pressuring people to dark side? Do you feel like it's peer pressure?
No, peer pressure is something that's driven. You got to be at a person's face now. But to answer your question, no, I don't think no one should be or should feel like they being driven to, you know, to put a car tire on. I can't grab hold to the fact that it would be pressure to anyone, but you know, I don't know, you know, but from my opinion, I wasn't pressured. And I can't see why anyone else could be. But, you know, to each his own.
Now one of the comments that was in that email, it said that it says he didn't believe it was safe, and he mentioned pros and cons. Is there anything you don't like about the car tire so far since you've been riding on it?
To be honest, I really can't think of not one thing. Not one thing.
Not one thing.
Not one thing.
Okay.
Not one thing at all.
Now, hey Doc, you still with us?
Right here.
Hey Doc, now you heard me read the letter and you heard what the guy was saying, and I know you're not dark-siding right now, but based off of, let me ask you this question: do you know of any other people that's dark-sided?
Yes.
Okay, based off of everything you heard up to this point, give me some of the bad things you've heard.
I've heard nothing bad, nothing but positive. And if anybody could think like that, first you got to try it. Everybody that's saying negative, I don't think they tried it.
Right.
You got to at least try it.
Right.
Because I ain't heard nothing but positive things.
Right.
I ain't heard no accidents because of the tire or anything of the sort.
No tire failures?
Nothing at all.
No tire dismounting the rim?
If anything, nothing but positive.
All positive?
Nothing but positive.
Okay.
You save money and you get more, you ride longer on that tire.
Okay.
Especially if you're a rider.
Hey, you still with us, Mark?
I hear you loud and clear.
You got anything you want to add to this conversation?
You know, for the guy to say, you know, he feel pressure, just because other people do things doesn't mean he has to do it. You know, if everybody go jump in a river, will he just jump because he feel pressure? You know, that's for little kids or people in grade school, high school.
Right.
When you a grown man, you know, it's no such thing as pressure.
Right.
You do it because you want to.
Right.
Or you don't want to. It's not an issue of pressure.
Right.
Then can't nobody make a grown man do nothing that's free anyway.
That's true. And I totally agree with you, Mark, because like I said, what people don't see, and like I said, Teaspoon, you have witnessed it. I get so many people to write me and ask me questions, the same questions every day. What size do I need? How much pressure do I need to run? Which brand do you recommend? I'm not pressuring anyone. People reach out to me and ask me for the information. All I'm doing is just providing the information and letting the biker make the final decision. Like I said, they're reaching out to me. They're contacting me privately via text message, I got Mark, you was with me yesterday when I got a phone call. We were sitting right there eating when somebody called me all the way from, I think it was New Jersey, asking me about the car tire. So, I mean, people reach out to me, so I'm not just trying to pressure anyone. And as far as the Darkside group is concerned, it is so many people in the Chris Caliente Goldwing group that has went Darkside that I thought it would be cool to just add on the words Darkside group. It's still the Chris Caliente Goldwing group, but a lot of people in this group It's Darksiding. And also, let me say this. Most Gold Wing riders are probably at least 40 years old, for the most part. You know, or older. They're retired. They're mature. They're well established. I don't have any young children or young kids on my Facebook group that I know of. Most Gold Wing riders are, they can afford a Gold Wing. Young people can't afford a Gold Wing. So they're not in the group. So the people that are in the group, they love the dark side. Everybody's posting their pictures. They're writing to me. They're letting me know that they love it. I haven't seen one complaint. Not one. And it, just like what Doc said, the people that are complaining are the people that haven't tried it. And it's like that video that I said, that I put up. People are afraid of what they don't understand.
Well, I totally agree with Mark and Brother Doc.
Right.
Like Brother Mark said, can't nobody, we grown men, can't nobody pressure nobody into doing anything. That's some kids stuff right there, you know.
Right.
And like Brother Doc said, don't knock it till you try it.
Don't knock it till you try it.
I haven't read about or either seen any of the professionals demonstrate by putting it on a bike
Right.
going down the highway.
Right.
I have yet to see that.
Because he said we should listen to the experts.
Uh-huh.
And so I haven't seen any experts. And you guys have been watching my videos. You've seen I've went down to Florida, Alabama, Missouri, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Arkansas on the same car tire.
On the same car tire.
But
correct. That's it.
one thing you do see, Teaspoon, on our Facebook group, people get upset when they see their motorcycle tires wearing out.
Right.
They showing pictures of the tread separating, delaminating, and that is one of the reasons why they're switching over to the car tire, because those motorcycle tires don't last long. But I will say this, Teaspoon, if a tire manufacturer would make a motorcycle tire last just as long as a car tire, then I would be glad to go back with a motorcycle tire. But until then, in the words of Brother Cowboy, I ain't never going back.
I ain't never going back. That's right what I said. I ain't never going back. You hear that, Dunlop? I ain't never gonna go back.
You hear that, Dunlop? I ain't never going back.
But now I'm gonna tell you this. Now I can say this. I'm not putting down because I was always taught when you know better, you do better.
Right.
Now I have heard more negative things about a motorcycle tire.
Right.
That I have even thought about the car tire.
Yeah.
About the car tire. This is something that's made specifically for a motorcycle, and you having more problem about it.
That's right.
Than you are with the car tire. So something wrong with that picture.
Right. I'm not trying to pressure anyone, but I'm just being honest. A motorcycle tire, you might can get 15,000 miles out of it, and I'm being generous. You can squeeze 18 out of it, and you riding on Maypops at that time. You Maypop at any time. But my Bridgestone Drive Guard is a 60,000 mile tire. 60,000 miles. That's the tread life on it. And when I bought it, it came with road hazard. You cannot buy road hazards on the motorcycle tire.
No, sir.
Now, you may have a private, the people that sold it to you that may try to sell you some insurance on it, but for the most part, you cannot buy a road hazard on your motorcycle tire. But it comes with the Bridgestone Drive Guard, depending on where you buy it from. I haven't had no problems whatsoever on my car tire. And I know a lot of people are tired of talking about it. I know they're tired of hearing about it. But, you know, it's something that has to be done. We're just trying to get the word out there. We're just trying to educate people. If you're afraid of it, don't do it. If you think your insurance company is not going to cover you, don't do it. If you think you're going to fall and crash and burn, don't do it. If you got any doubts, don't do it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
If you got any doubt whatsoever, don't do it.
Don't do it.
But once you go through the motorcycle tires real quick, you will be trying to hit me up and go, Chris, now what size do I need for my gold wing? So I'm just putting it out there for you guys. If anybody else want to add anything to this.
I just can't figure that one out, Chris. Now, let me say this. Now, I have heard the guys say they got 20,000 miles out of their motorcycle tire.
Uh-huh.
But according to the numbers of motorcycle tires that has been sold, and the numbers of motorcycle tires that I have heard people say that they got 20,000 miles on them, I can cut 3 of my fingers off and count on one hand.
Right.
How many have said they got 20,000 miles out of motorcycle tire?
That's right. I don't know of any, because on mine, at 10,000, I had to snatch them off.
Uh-huh.
So
The last set I had was 10,000.
I don't know where they come up with this 20, but hey, you know.
But let's give them that. Let's give them the 20.
Yeah, we're going to give you the 20.
If they did get 20, if 2 people got 20 out of a million, you know, hey, I'm going to give you that.
Right.
I'm going to give you that. But you can't tell me a mile. I'm talking about a mile. Now, we're going to talk about a mile of a person said they had a trouble out of the car tire.
Right. I haven't seen no complaints.
No, that's what I said, a mile.
People reach out to me all the time, Teaspoon, and believe me, if somebody was having some problems, they gonna let me know about it. I have had 0 complaints. 0. I haven't heard any complaints. The only complaining I'm hearing is people that never tried it.
That's the only complaint I'm hearing. Only complaint that I have heard. That's it.
So,
That's it. Until you show me where an expert has actually got on a car tire, put it on a bike, and found the problem, then if I may consider looking into that. But then again, I have some questions. If you were to come to me with that, what was your air pressure?
Yeah.
You know, who mounted it on there?
What brand tire was it?
What brand tire?
Yeah.
You know, all this other stuff. I mean, I ride aggressive on a motorcycle tire. I ride just as aggressive on this car tire.
You know,
I can scrape the pads on both of them. Easy. Easy. See that dot on that car tire? On that car tire now. Look at that. On that car tire. You like the motorcycle tire. You like the motorcycle tire. See there? See that? You like the motorcycle tire.
With a trailer on it.
Look at that. With a trailer. Look at that.
With a trailer.
With a trailer. Look at that. Look now. Look what I'm doing. Look. With it. Look at that. See there? See there? Man, you can't do that on the motorcycle.
Don't hurt him, Teaspoon. Don't hurt him. You know what, Teaspoon? I've had guys that say, well, I will switch, but, you know, I like to ride aggressive. You know what I say? Okay, I understand. I'm not fixing to try to convince you. You can make up any excuse you want not to do it. You know, you can say, hey, I got 9 sets of motorcycle tires in my attic. Whatever. But I do know Darksiding works. It works. And you guys, I'm still riding on the same tires that I first put on here when I Darksided. I'm still riding on the same ones. So who you gonna believe? A person that's out here doing it, or some expert sitting behind a computer trying to tell you X, Y, and Z about why you shouldn't do this, that, and the other?
Got about 4 cars on the shoulder, y'all.
Yeah. You still with us, Mark?
I'm loud and clear.
Anything you want to add, Mark?
Yeah, you know, everybody entitled to their opinion.
Right.
You know, when you can do what you want, and nobody forces nobody to do anything.
Right.
But from what I understand, the car tire that you have is also a front flat, so you don't worry about having a flat.
And what people don't understand, run flats was actually invented for the military back in the early 1930s. So the military was using run flat tires. They was introduced into civilian life later for armored trucks and for banks and for stuff like that. Then after that, they put it in production for cars. So run flats had been around before I was born.
But my point was, it was never designed specifically for the car.
No,
at the time.
no, it wasn't even
that's
designed
my
for it. It was made for
That's my
military
point.
trucks.
But that's my point.
And we're talking 1930.
Uh-huh.
30, I think it was 35. And later on, they started making them for civilians, like, for armored trucks and stuff like that. They was using them for, so, if an armored truck got robbed, somebody couldn't just shoot the tires out and put the vehicle on flat. It can keep going.
Well, my thing is, too, now, I know this it's on the subject, but, I ain't trying to start anything, but I mean, to that gentleman that he read the letter off of, I mean, hey, brother, we all open ears for anybody's opinion.
Right.
That's just your, just your opinion.
Right.
But the thing is this, I have been hearing this thing about this dark side tire. I have heard it more than I have ever heard it since I've been riding a motorcycle.
Right.
Now, I didn't say I didn't know about it. I said this is the most I ever heard talk about it.
Right.
It was no problem when I was riding across Rocket with my neighbor, not my neighbor, I call him a neighbor. I live at the time in Columbia, and he lived in Macomb, Mississippi.
Right.
So we also met him out at a Wing Ding out in Texas.
Right.
And he had been dark side for 13 years.
Right.
This Wing Ding will be 13 years that he's been dark side. This Wing Ding right here.
Right.
And it was no big issue about it. But now it's such a big issue. I guess it's because of, like you said, people are more afraid of what they don't understand.
And like I said, let me say this. This is not something that I came up with. They've been dark siding before I was born.
Right.
So it's not something that I came up with. It just is something, it was not really popular. People didn't really talk about it. It was not heavily pushed.
Right.
So basically what I did is said, okay, let me try this thing out. Let me see what the hoopla is about it. And so here we are today. People are all upset, thinking that I'm peer pressuring. I'm pressuring people into putting on a car tire, and that's not simply the case. I'm just letting people know it works. It's up to you if you want to try it. You could keep buying motorcycle tires every 10,000 miles if you want. But I promise you, that's my good friend Teaspoon say, I promise you.
Promise you.
you will be trying to figure out what size car tire go on your bike.
Sooner or later.
Uh-huh.
Got one coming on.
Okay. What you think about it, Doc?
Well, I'm looking at the safety aspect about it. I haven't heard anything negative about the car tire, meaning somebody getting hurt or anything. I haven't heard not one thing.
Right.
Not one. But nothing but positive things. So if they could prove that point, then we might could talk. But I really don't see where they're going.
Right. In other words, show you that it don't work.
True. Yes, there you go.
You're getting a wider footprint. So you're going to stop quicker. It's going to grip the road more. So it's going to stop faster. It's going to channel more water, which is safer in the rain. See, what people may not think about is that a car, man, you would bankrupt, a person would be in bankruptcy if they had to go buy car tires every 10,000 miles. It just wouldn't work. So the tire manufacturers made these tires to last a long, long time, at least several years. But on a motorcycle, that's a luxury vehicle. That's a luxury item. It's not something that people have to have. It's a luxury item. So these motorcycle tires, they just, they figure every season you can buy a tire. But on a car, they have to make it last for a long time. So if they can make a motorcycle tire last the lifespan of a car tire, then we'll go back to a motorcycle tire. But until then, I'm on the dark side, baby.
Dark side, baby.
And I don't hear people complaining about the recaps that they put on these tractor trailers.
Thank you.
I'm looking on the side of the road. I'm seeing all this rubber, like over here on the right over here. All that recap. I don't hear any complaints about people putting recaps on trucks. But they complain about putting a car tire on a bike. Because they'll say it's not made for a motorcycle. Well, you know what? If that's the case, they shouldn't put recaps on trucks, because once the tire wear out, they should just throw it away. But they don't. They recap it.
Right. But the biggest issue that I've been hearing is, they throwing it out of proportion, but it's more of like they talking about the rim, the tire don't fit the rim, how the rim is made different.
Right.
From the motor. Of course. Of course it's going to be made different because of the naming. They made a car tire, a rim for a car tire, That's what they did most of their selling on.
Right.
You know, so from that point, you're not gonna just say, okay, that motorcycle tire, you know, that car tire not supposed to go on that motorcycle rim.
Right.
You know, if I was making a product or whatever, I would say probably basically the same thing too. But
Right.
it doesn't mean that it won't fit.
That don't mean that it won't work, and it's
And it
working.
don't mean that it won't work. But it's working.
Teaspoon, are you not right now riding on a car tire?
Riding on it right now.
Are we on Interstate I-40 headed eastbound?
Do tell.
So if it's not working, then how are you able to get on I-40 and ride eastbound? As a matter of fact, you rode 300 miles this morning before I even made this video.
That's right.
So, you know, hey, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't believe it works, don't do it. It's just that simple. I'm not trying to pressure anyone. It's up to you. If you want to keep buying motorcycle tires, hey, be my guest. More power to you. If you want to drag your floorboards and you want to scrape your floorboards and get your knee down, more power to you. You can come up with any excuse in the world why you shouldn't do it. Your insurance company said they don't want to cover you. Whatever you can come up with, you can justify not doing it. And I can respect how you feel. But I'm Darksiding. And I ain't never going back. You hear that, Dunlap? I ain't never going back. And I really think Bridgestone should be sending me some money for endorsing all these car tires for them. So Bridgestone, if you're watching, get with me. You owe me some money.
Owe you some money, huh?
You owe me some money. You owe me some royalty.
I'm surprised because
And you know what? Let me say this right quick. You know, I endorse a whole lot of products, and the only people that showed me some love was Cena. Cena is the only one that shows me love. Yes.
that was my question, Chris. You answered it for me.
Even Honda. I've sold so many Honda Gold Wings for Honda, they don't even know. And that's okay. But I think people know.
Well, people got to have something to talk about. They got to have something to argue about. They got to have something to disagree about. So, you know.
I'm not saying I'm solely responsible. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I contribute to making these companies money. Just like Bridgestone. You know how many people that went out and bought Bridgestones in the last year? I mean, before they was buying them. So, anyway. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just calling it as it is. I'm going to slow down a little bit, let this truck over. If we can get over, let's get over. If we can get over.
Get over, dog.
Can we get over?
You can. Now, come on, Chris. You
Yeah.
can. Come on.
That's why I like to ride in the left lane. That's why I like to ride in the left lane, for that reason. Because you'll get jammed up in that right lane.
Right. Bad.
But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. If you guys have any questions or comments, and you want to add to this video, put it down in the comment section below. If you would like to give your opinion. If you would like to email me at chriscaliente@yahoo.com, and I'll put the email address down in the description below. If you like this video, hit the like button. This is your boy Chris, out on the Gold Wing, riding with Teaspoon.
Yo, 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 yo.
We got Doc,
Yes, sir.
and we riding with Mark.
See you later. See you too.
And I will talk to you guys later. See you. But before we head back, I wanted to read another email that was sent to me. And the title of this email is "My Gold Wing Left Me."